friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. Welcome to my messy desk. I want to try and get some journaling done this morning. I have a long list of to-dos. I'm going to try one more light for you. It's still pitch dark outside. It's 7 a.m. And so I am up on a Saturday morning. Why? Well, because my husband's working. And so, sometimes when he goes to work, oftentimes when he goes to work early in the morning, I easily just go back to bed and that's no problem. But this morning we talked for a little bit and whatnot. And, I tried that tape thing again, you guys, at work. We had like a magazine at work. I was like, oh, I'm trying it on there. So I need to practice from my last video if you watched that. Anyway, my husband got up and we were chatting a little bit. And then I was like thinking about all the things to do today. You know how it goes. So I'm up. So I can tell you right now, today will probably involve a nap of some sort. I already dropped something into my coffee. Great, Allison. Okay. I already cleaned off my desk a little bit this morning. No, not my desk, like this pile over here with trash and whatnot and a little piece of paper I'd flown in there. Okay. Here is my planner. So I just want to get that out and kind of reference that for this last week. Today is Saturday morning. It's been a good week. It's been a great, busy, good week. Oh, see, I didn't do the prompt. I have nothing. It's been so busy. Here's my last 2 pages of my planner this week. Oh my goodness gracious. This format has been working for me. I finally the planner stuff. I know we talk about a little bit on here. Some of you aren't planners and some of you are. And I definitely use a planner. I switched to my Hobonichi Cousin mid-year because my weeks I felt like wasn't quite getting it all done for me. But this might be too much space. But then I've kind of now, of course, with a month left, figured out maybe how to use these daily pages. And I've really enjoyed this right here. Already has the day. If you're not familiar with the page layout, it already has some hours. So I just highlight my work hours on there, which on here, it's a 24-hour, this is 24 hours. So on here, I go to work from, let's say 8 to 4. It looks like that. It doesn't look like I work at all. And I'm like, that's actually a long day. And obviously it's usually longer than that on probably both ends, quite frankly, but it just doesn't look, it doesn't look that long. I don't know why. Anyway, so, sometimes I'll write in something, but my work planner is completely separate, which I know we've talked about. That's a weird color green in there. But I do like to kind of highlight that. And then I also put on here, so like here, I crossed off the gym. I did have a session here, and then I would have written, and this is how it gets written in. It's not all super cute and pretty. I kind of set up some stuff, but then the day gets written in just messy and whatnot. So I did have a session offsite last night, and then I met a friend for dinner. I could put in here, like, my husband had to work up in Seattle yesterday. This pen's not in the mood to write. I did not track my food yesterday. Let's see if we tracked it. Also, look at Wednesday. Didn't do that. I did go to the gym this day. I went to the gym 3 times this week. This was a very good week for me. Thank gosh. Okay. Let me tell you what happened on Wednesday with food, because I started tracking. So this format's kind of working, but in terms of referencing it, not a lot going on here, friends. Okay. What was I going to tell you though? Oh, food this week, which is why I have this little thing on my desk. Okay, let's see if we can get through this stuff. I'll tell you the story when we get there. Here's the stickers I've been using for that, and I brought them down. This is the last week of November, obviously, so I'm going to prep my pages. By pages, I mean Monday, Tuesday. We leave Tuesday for Thanksgiving. So, yeah, I have my stickle bucket out right here. It's like I know like this right now for you guys. I know. This was supposed to be Thursday's prompt from Lydia. I was supposed to look for a bug on this day, and I didn't, and I didn't find a bug. Shoot, where's the prompt card? Okay, when we left off, shoot, where's my prompt card? Well, it'll turn up. When we left, I had been working on these pages. Now, the person that made this journal, I bought it off of Poshmark. I will leave the Poshmark link below. I have some things for sale there. There's lots of things. It's just another selling site. It's mostly clothing and housing, but there is a lot of journals and like maybe stuff, supplies, if you will, that people are selling. It's very much like eBay or whatever, Mercari. Anyway, I wanted to support a seller on there, so that's where I got this journal. But look, this is not things stuffed in here, friends. This is done. This is glued. It's not just like, oh, I'll come back and unstuff. This is done. Like this sucker right here, this is fat. Fat, fat, fat. Look at that. It's perfect. But look at this journal. So, I mean, it doesn't. So the conversation we were having, if you were not here for the last video, was I would like to plan out at least my pages through Thanksgiving. And then I'm going to leave our trip open. Like we're traveling for the holiday. I'm going to leave it open because I might want more than one page, and I certainly have them, but I need to go in and thin this out. I almost am going to have this entire signature extra. Okay. Which is fine. I could take that out. My plan was to thin it out as I go, but that's not going to happen. So we'll see. I did pull out some pages, and I did not put the numbers on it. So I wanted to do that this morning, but I have just put them in ink. So I kind of knew where I was headed with this. Okay. So this is where we left off. This was Wednesday. We're not too far behind. This was like Wednesday. I wrote some notes. It's obviously not done. Okay. And then the other thing is we're not too sure. Did we decide if we can flip? We can kind of flip it like that. Okay. Well, that's a little bit better maybe. And then we'll put some clips on here and we'll see. Now I have ripped some things out as I've gone, stuff like this. It's fine. Let's see if we can get the dates in here at least until Thanksgiving, and then we'll figure out what we want to do. Okay, I did pull out some travel cards, some little journal cards. Here's the goal for today. I want to get some dates in, or for this video this morning, I want to get some dates in. I want to put whatever I have into my journal at least, even if I don't get it done, for the days like this guy. And then I have to clear off, not on this video, but after that, I need to clear off this because it's time to choose the item of the month for December. And I promised I would do it today, but I need a space to do it. So let's, I'm tempted to get up and I have not even gotten out my November folder, you guys. And I think at this point, I don't need to. I think we have plenty of stuff to work with, especially I have stickers and stuff. So we're going to make it work. So let's do this. Let's figure out the days, because that's kind of what's getting me stuck. Because otherwise I would just be like, oh, this goes on Wednesday. This goes on Thursday. But I don't know what page is Wednesday and Thursday. So let's do that. See, this was my fear. This is it, friends. This is my fear. These are my printables from Melissa for the month. Where's my numbers? Okay. I'm gonna just move the stickles for a minute. The stickles are not a thing I need right here because I have to do them at the end so they dry. So we're just going to move them for a minute. I'm going to see, there's my numbers, some numbers. Where's the rest of the numbers? Oh, dear gosh. All right. Well, we'll start by putting stuff back where it goes. How about that? Everybody has a home. Everybody needs to leave and go home for a minute. Like this stuff goes up here. There's a little clip. We're not going to do a full clean off the desk, but I need to find my numbers. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, in theory they should be over here, but they're not. I have kept them in one place this whole time. There's some fun stickers we can use that I put over here. So that is a little bit of a problem. Let's... Nobody panic. I'm not. And it's right here. Oh, good job, Allison. Okay, here we go. This we don't need yet, but I don't know. See, I know what day I want to use this house on, but I don't know what day that's going to be in this journal. That's where this gets stuck. So I'm now going to, when we're done with this, I'm telling you to tell me to remind me, I'm going to put this in my pocket in my journal. I'm not going to leave it on my desk anymore. It's too small. See, this is like too small. Okay. But we're going to use some of this up right now. So, this is Thursday, the 20th. Now, excuse me. This is, I'm struggling with this aesthetic is what it is. We'll just say what it is. I don't know. Yeah, that's what it is. So I ripped the pocket off, obviously. And I'm wondering if I want to move the pocket over here. I'll tell you what I won't do. I won't use hot glue in my journals. But, excuse my nose, it's like rather stuffy this morning, and I apologize. I know I sound a little bit like a rhino or whatever. This hot glue is coming right off this paper, which is kind of nice. Honestly, it's not going to come off this lace is what it's not going to do. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm not going to use this little image. Okay, so now we have this, and we can put a different piece of paper here. So that's exciting. Let's do that. Let me see. I think I have like some tags and what else do I have down here? Let's see. I feel bad I didn't even get out all the fall. I did not. We didn't decorate. You know what feels good? Not having to undecorate this weekend. So my thought is we could, cover this and bring in more fall colors. This is still a little dark for me, honestly. It's a little Halloween-y, honestly. I mean, I might put it in next year's October folder. I could do the same with this. This is really cute. This is like a bag that this person obviously cut and just folded. We have a pocket, obviously the bag pocket. We have a pocket. We do. We have a little spot right there where the fold is. And we also have this pocket. So that's 3 little things all in this one thing. That's really fun. This is also bothering me, so we're just going to undo it. We're just going to undo it. Okay, this is really good for me, guys. Honestly, this is good for me. I have a really hard time. I often tell you I'm kind of in the box. What does in the box mean? Well, it's like, well, this is what it is, like work with it, right? Which is like, what do I want to say on that? How I was raised? If I could go deeper, but I won't. But like, yeah. Okay, I'm going to use this piece of paper. Does it have black in it? No, it does not. Do I care? Nope. It's going to be fine. It's dark enough. And with the lace, I think that's really cute. And I think I was going to glue it on and tape it, but I think we'll just go like that. Not with a yellow pen, we won't. Okay. So the fact that I'm like allowing myself to just rip stuff out of a book and do whatever is actually really good for me. I'm enjoying it, and like oftentimes there would be guilt associated. I know that's a heavy word for like a journal or whatever, but and maybe it is a little heavy, but like shoot, I don't want to wreck what someone else made, or like I don't want to, whatever. I don't even know. Maybe one of you made this and you're like, why are you ripping apart the journal I made? I'm sure I would know by now if one of you made it, because you would have been like, girl, you bought my journal. And I've loved it. I've loved it. But I'm also enjoying kind of making it my own and replacing some of the pieces. And that's completely fine. Okay. So, all of that to say, yay me. Okay. I'm going to use my, we have like hardly any glue left. Elmer's Glue All I'm going to the thrift store tomorrow, guys. I already decided. It's been a long time. I've been very good. And I'm going to go tomorrow. Do I need anything? No, I don't. But I do, I just want to make a run. I just do. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to glue that on like that. Okay, so I like that more. And we can embellish, right, and put other things on here. So now I can glue this whole pocket on here. I don't mind the black as much. We could add, another strip of this behind it if we wanted to. And kind of do that. That might be fun and kind of break it up. We have some other options. I always have my other pieces. This card's kind of bothering me. I'm not going to lie. Let me pin you down. I'm going to rip these. Ow, that went like right. They're cardboard. I thought they were like stickers. That's funny. We're going to redo this somehow. Or not. We could rip this off, but I don't want to rip it off yet. Okay. So I do like something behind here. I don't need it all black. So that's kind of fun to play with. I have this little punch I made, which is kind of fun. It kind of picks up on this light blue in here. That works. Because then I have like a tag. We might even cut this edge off. Dare I say. I don't know about that. This is my coffee day, so I want to make sure we have a coffee on there. I have plenty to choose from, I know, but I mean, we have other backgrounds, but that's definitely not the colors we're going for. We have this one. No, I actually kind of like the light one. Now, I did rip this page out. This was a note in the journal, and I just love it because, well, one, it's actual notebook paper that's like crinkled and dyed and whatever, right? I guess it goes that way. Two, it actually has like someone else's writing on it, which I do really, really cherish. So that's that. Okay, I have this whole amazing from Sweet Lila last year. But I think I want to save this whole thing for like Thanksgiving. Oh no. I thought these were like shaker pockets. These are not shaker pockets. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to open this then. Like this. This is a shaker pocket, and I wanted to save this, even though I thought about taking some of the shaker out, because this card, you guys, can you see that behind there? It's so beautiful. Okay, that's definitely a shaker. See, am I supposed to use it? I was going to use this like this. Am I not supposed to use this like this? Am I supposed to take this out and like use these? I think this one's a use as it is. But you know what we could do? I think these are, well, we could take it apart and use it. We could get two uses out of this though. This could be like a thing, and then this could be another thing if we wanted to. Like, yeah. Okay, I was saving all of this for our actual Thanksgiving week, which is fine. I can still do that. These little pieces too, if I want to cut those out, we can save. So this I'm saving. Sorry, major sidetrack, but I'm really glad I checked because I literally have had it in here. What is that? What are you doing? Oh, there's another pocket I squished in there. See, this whole thing's a pocket, and there's only one. I don't know how to use it. Like, I have to use it as a tip-in because if I glue it down, I lose this whole other side. I love this so much. I want to figure out how to make this. Okay. Stop it. I will sit on that for a minute. I'm not going to use that. So this could be totally used. But again, I'm going to save it for our Thanksgiving week because I would love a beautiful picture in there. Like, let's, like, I just got my free prints order. This is obviously just, but like you would put a picture in here, right? You would cut it down and put a picture in there. And what a fun way to have a picture on your page, right? And you could use it like as a whole flip or like whatever. So I definitely want to save this. I love this so much. Gosh, I'm glad I grabbed this. Okay, we're just going to tuck these back in here. This is definitely a shaker. Okay, wait. You taped this though. Am I supposed to do something else with this? Oh my God. Can you imagine if I emptied that the other way? Oh, I can't do that. Let me just, because look, it's so sweet. You got, oh, I'll never get it back in here, will I? That's a really bad idea for Allison. I might take some of the shakers out because that card is beautiful. Okay, we have to think about that. That's going to go in this pocket as well. But I knew that was there. This I knew was there. I think I'm supposed to use it as this. If not, we can take it apart, but that's fine. I know that's in there. Okay, that's really exciting. So this obviously goes here. Okay, look. Wait, we have to open. Shoot. Okay, let's do this for 1 second. I don't even see where to open it. I do see where to open it, but it's not. Oh my gosh, it's a whole. I see. Look at that. It's the whole side of it. You are so creative. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at that. See, and then you get this little pocket. So dang cute. And look. Stop it. Are these actual? Oh my God. Get out of town. Oh, sweet Lila. Okay. Okay. Hold on. We need to reassess our situation because I have been ripping this book apart like a maniac. Oh, look how cute they are. I'm so excited. Because see those things I just ripped off of here, like that goes like right there. Oh my gosh, so dang cute. Okay, let's look what's in this one. I am so glad I didn't find them. I've been saving them literally for next week. And I thought they were shakers and I didn't remember. I know we opened them last year. This again is like a really fun pocket. Oh, get out of town. This is a separate clip she made. Look at that with this felt leaf on it. See, I didn't have to get out my fall folder because I just had this whole thing. Oh, okay. Look at these. Okay, super excited. Super excited. This is amazing. Sweet Lila, thank you so much. Okay, that was a year ago. She gave me that. I'm so excited right now. Okay, back on track, Allison. I'm liking this. Let's do it. I like it. Let's do it. I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. Let's do, I'm just going to do liquid glue. the glue stick would probably be the better, safer choice, but I feel like, pretty dangerous and living on the edge this morning. So we're going to put some liquid glue on there because it's quicker, is what it is. And then it's not going to fit perfect, so we're going to make do. And if we have to trim it, we will. So I just want it right below that tab. Like that. All right. I want to make sure I have you and you have me. And I can bring you in a little bit. And again, you guys always have the option to come in as close as you'd like. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off just so it doesn't get too janky in here. You guys, I broke my pen and I can't fix it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it because it was a beautiful gift from Brooke, and I miss it, and I misplaced my pen, which is the whole reason that she makes them. Brooke, I'm gonna make notes. Brooke has, I think, a couple left on her Etsy store. I'm not too sure. The last time I checked, I had one in my cart and it sold. And I was like, gosh, dang it. But then I was like, oh, so you need to fix the one you have because it was made for me and I love it and I want it back. But Brooke has amazing glue charms in her Etsy store. Okay, so I like that. We'll probably end up cutting this off as well just because my brain. Okay. Now, I ripped this butterfly off, but see, now he kind of goes with this page more. I don't even mind him as much. And we could look at this little square, like that's the same colors. We could coordinate and tie that in a little bit more. And I'm totally fine with that. So, yeah, it's okay to undo, redo, and make it your own. Okay. I'm going to put some of my favorite tape on the back here. I'm actually going to put a little bit more because it has glue on there. And all right, let's do that. It's cold here, you guys. The sun's just now coming up. Looks like a beautiful, crisp morning. I did not check the weather, but my husband, we kind of talked a little bit. I was still pretty groggy, obviously, and he's trying to whatever, but not, you know what I mean? Because I was like, what are you doing today? Whatever. And I hear him go in the hall closet and get on his, a wet coat, like a raincoat, I guess. I don't know what to, it makes noise. You know what I'm saying? It's it's for wet. And I was like, is it already raining? He's like, no, but I'm bringing this jacket just in case. And I was like, okay. Because I was like, I'm not in the mood for rain today, pouring rain. Because I have to go out today is the issue. Okay, so this little envelope she had in here like this. Oh, maybe in here like this. Let's see. This is the deeper pocket. Yeah, so that should fit in there. There we go. So that could go like that. But see, even this little sticker, we're taking off. Because look, we have so much more fun stuff to play with. Okay. Dare I even? We could take one of these things out and put it on here. That makes me very nervous. Okay. I keep sticking it in the wrong thing. I'm so sorry. So that's a fun envelope. And then we still need some sort of tag here. Now, we could use, we could put a piece of cardstock in here. What even day is this? Do I want to put this much love into this page? Because this page is becoming awesome right now. It is Thursday. It's all good. Okay. We could put a cardstock in here and then make that our actual tag if we wanted to. That's really cute. I really just had this envisioned for our trip. I really want to make our trip special. And Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to use that right now. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. My bucket is, I'm doing fairly well on my bucket, you guys. Like, this is a beautiful card front. That's not going to work. Okay. I mean, we have stuff like this, but it's not tall enough. I mean, why is that not going? What's happening? Yeah. All right. I do like this tag. It's not a tag. It was a page I made and I cut it up. It was a collage page I made last year and I cut it up. Like, these tags aren't big enough. They would be fun to just tuck one in here. I'm tempted, but I don't like this color. It is coffee day. Where did my coffee cup go? I just had it. Oh, right here. Like, none of these are amazing, are they? See this one though? I'm cutting it right now. I'm putting it in next week's for the actual Thanksgiving week because I'm just so excited, you guys. I'm just so excited. I'm wondering if we could use this green one over here. And I'm not willing to cut off that branding strip quite yet. The back side is just plain tags, but I mean, that might look fun too, but obviously then you're giving up the front tag. So if you know there's maybe a tag you're not going to use, but I think I'm kind of in love with all of them. So I think we're not at that life decision yet. So we'll put those down there for right now. So let's just try this. We'll get a tag in here. I mean, we could stick a tag in there too, but I'm wondering if we could do this. So let's see what we have in tags really quick. I have a sticky way behind me that obviously got lost, and I was like, when is that even from? This is not quite in the right place, but it's fine. I understand why it's in here. None of these tags are big. That's interesting. We need to make some big tags. Okay, let's make a big tag. We have a thing right here to make big tags. Let's use some packaging. I save a lot of packaging, and so I have them this kind of by color, if you will. So this is obviously, well, white. I don't know why white's in here, but here's some brown. So I mean, we could use white. Obviously, that would match this page over here. The other choice with this page over here is to color it. We could put some dye or some watercolor on here. That's completely a choice. I'm not feeling the need to do that right now. The white actually does not bother me as much as I thought it would. I thought I wanted color. So as an example, like the brown. She says. I actually like the white. We're going to go with white. We're going to make something work because I have lots of fun stuff to play with. So we'll put these back in packaging. And gosh, I apologize for my nose, you guys. I'm really sorry. I think I'm going to cut it down a little bit so we get more of the green showing at the top. Yeah. Now, my thought was maybe we could make a double tag or something like that. Sure. Yeah. I don't know what kind of hole I was going to put in there. They don't match, obviously, so you got to commit to one or the other. I'm going to put the round hole in here. We have some, ooh, do we want to get fussy? My daughter's sending me pictures. Get out of town. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. What a good girl when they just send you pictures and I don't even have to ask. I don't even have to ask. I love it. Oh my gosh, they're dang cute. Love it when the babies are happy. Okay, sorry. Had to take a little moment there. What do I want to do with this? I want to maybe ink it. See, we have a little ink here and something around this page and something here. Do you see that? Do you see all this? So let's coordinate all that together. This page is taking way longer than I thought it would. I'm so sorry. I thought we were going to kind of, yeah, I actually don't have a lot to write for this day, ironically. So this meme is hilarious. Let's see. Oh, you guys. This is why I like coming down here just to play. Look at all this stuff on my desk, you guys. Holy cow. I need to go through it and get it organized a little bit better. And then we'll make some piles and then we'll come back. How about that? This is fun. We have some lace and some brown. I don't want like, this is too bright, this is too bright, and I don't want to dig for anything right now. So how about that? This beautiful coffee dyed silk ribbon. And then let's go through. Ooh, I probably should have dyed it or inked it first, huh? Oh, well. You know, there's the woulda, coulda, shoulda pile of my life. I act like choosing one brown over the other is going to make a huge difference in my life. It doesn't, and it's not that big of a deal on these sorts of I may have chosen the wrong one. Now that I say that. It's this one might be a little, yeah, I'm actually not in love with that one. I think the one I want is over here. And I have these in here as tight as possible, so you got to ooch them around a little bit. Let's see if this one's a little bit better. Sure. It's also very dark, but that's okay. Let's just do it. I was going to sponge it on, but we're going to do this. It's very dark, and that's okay because we have that black background. We could sponge this one maybe and get a little bit softer. Something like that. You can go in and soften this up a little bit like that. All right. That's fun. And then I'm going to go in and let's do this edge a little bit. It's not really in the mood, is it? Guess I could take it out. But like, what a simple idea. Like she just went, I assume she, I think I've messaged her or whatever, and I think it's a she. Like with a colored pencil or crayon even, it just looks like, and shaded it a little bit. So that looks fun. And then it all, you know, on all the pieces here. So I don't know why I'm doing that side. I don't think I need it, but, and I think I need a new dauber. This one's getting a little sad. Okay. So that little guy can go back in there. We're going to have a discussion, sir, because you're going to have to figure out. I just don't understand what the problem is. What's the problem? Whew, there we go. It's me. I understand that also. I'm the problem. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit darker. The crayon or pencil or whatever obviously still shows, but we'll just kind of do that. And then And then we can add all the fun stuff, like the stuff we just found from my Happy Mail. Oh my gosh. Now this is where I've said to you guys, I get a little stuck because I can already see this page behind it doesn't have any inking or anything. And this page, like this, doesn't have anything. And then this edge over here doesn't have anything. It doesn't really show. And I don't feel like right now we need to spend the time to do that. So let's let that go. All right. I still feel like, all right. So we made this tag, which can fit in there. That's actually fun. We could put it on top like this if we want. It can be kind of interactive. We don't have to actually, oh, I could have left the length on it, huh? Oh, well, it could go like that. Now this guy could easily go down here. He ties in enough now. Do we want to add him back in here? I struggle just because I don't feel like butterflies. I don't associate butterflies with fall. Okay, that's where my struggle is. But like the color works and everything else, we could add this really fun leaf, but I don't want to because I don't want to cover up the leaf. This is a lot of attention to this little envelope that I don't have that much to journal this day, you guys. Here's a fun little tag, but again, that, you know, we could layer up some stuff like that. Looks really cute. All right, I'm going to put the butterfly back. So, ooh, just put it in the same place every time, Allison. I'm going to put the glue on here, and wherever the butterfly lands is its destiny, okay? Oh, no, it definitely goes this way in my brain, so we'll do that. Okay. Perfect. Okay, this little thing was a Happy Meal or in this journal. I honestly don't remember. And again, but we don't have a date on here yet. Okay, let's stay focused for just a minute. We need to cover like all of this up. Oh, I liked this color, didn't I? Oh, we were going to maybe use this over here somewhere though, to cover this glue. I'm going to leave it right here for just a second. Okay, let's focus on the day. This is a Thursday. Dare I? Ooh, okay. I was thinking about going live this morning, but I don't know. Lives are a little hard for me because like it's hard for me to kind of read the comments at the same time as, but it's my favorite thing at the same time, like interacting with you guys, because I feel like that's the time to do that, right? Look at this fun tag. I feel like this page is getting all the special love because I found all this stuff. Okay, what do I want to put on this page? And that's why I was gonna get into my fall bucket, because I hope she didn't. She sure did. Did I just use the other one? Oh no, that's an M. I hope these didn't say fall. I feel like they probably said fall. I don't see it. Okay, I got to think about that for a minute. Lila's probably watching this going, Allison, you ding dong. What do I want to put on this page is there has to be room. I was going to draw like a tree kind of and some leaves. So that being said, because that was kind of, but now I have fun things like this, which we don't have to use. So that being said, we could put our title over here, our day over here, I think is what is coming into my brain at this moment. But you see what I just did, right? See, I can't keep doing this. This is gonna drive me nuts. Because I just lost my Thursday. The other thing I could do is just put leaves on here. Like I was going to go get my leaves out of my bucket. But those are not the leaves we use. So I feel like I'm going to save this for next week. I really had that intention. You guys, shoot. Okay, good talk. Right? Sunday, Monday, I cut out the Thursday. I mean, I guess I'll find it. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Now that I have it in my hand, though, that's the biggest one I have left. I'm going to take this small one because I want the big one for next week, for Thursday. Thursday, you know, the Thursday that we do all of the Thursday things and eat all the Thursday things. And I'm so flippin' excited. My cousin just texted me this morning and she's like, we were doing the seating arrangement and, you know, the seating chart or whatever. And she's like, do you guys, like, you know, you and your husband, do you need to sit next to each other? Or are you okay not sitting with each other? And what about, you know, and I love that so much. And no, we do not need to sit next to each other. We see each other quite enough. And we have family members that have to sit next to each other at every holiday. And I, like, whatever, that's their choice. And my husband and I are always like, no, we don't need to sit next to each other. We have never seen some of these people and haven't seen you in years. And we would love to sit next to you, you know. So I did it again. You guys, my brain, I just need to turn off the camera, I think, and like play down here. Oh, here it is. So I was thinking, I really like these. This is really fun. I don't like it on this though. And we have to cover up this. So there's a little bit of, you know, this left, which would coordinate with this. We could do that. Should we just do that? I guess so. Sure. I don't know. It's so funny. This paper's in my pile because it's not a paper I loved. And I was like, oh, I'll grab it for a tag, right? All right, let's do that. Oh my gosh, I'm having fun playing though. All right, let's cut this just on the inside of this. If it's a little short, it's fine. It'll just show that cream right to the other side. Excuse my nose. I do apologize. Oh, it's perfect. So, whoops. So yeah, so I don't know who we're sitting next to. I don't even know half the people coming, and they're my family, so it'll be super fun. And yeah, I'm really, really excited. I don't think we've had a Thanksgiving. Well, we haven't had a Thanksgiving in many years. I know that. We have hosted Friendsgiving for many, many, many years for the kids. And I love that tradition so much. And I've missed it in the last 2 years. 2 years, I guess it's been that we haven't hosted the first, or maybe only one. I'm not too sure. I know last year we didn't host. The kids did not come home for Thanksgiving last year. But before that, we hosted Friendsgiving, which has just been this amazing tradition. And I love hearing that some of them now host Friendsgiving, right? It's so cool. So, love that. Were you afraid I was going to lose this again? Me too, friends. Me too. I'm going to put this right here. And yeah, we're going to love it. I'm going to use this tag. It's very hard for me to do. I can't believe this page is turning out so amazing because it's like literally Thursday. Not an amazing Thursday. It was a good Thursday, but look how stinking cute it is. Okay. So I'm excited to meet family that I've never met, and I'm excited to whatever, sit with people I don't know or whatever. I mean, I just think it's going to be a blast. So, okay. Thursday. Dun, dun, dun. This took forever, and I do apologize. However, I'm having a hoot of a time over here. So, I am 100% conscious of the fact that my goal to work on my journal so I could clean off my desk is not working. Some of these I peeled up, some of them I didn't, and I left on white. We're going to go ahead and peel this one up. It's going to be a little bit harder to see, but it's totally fine. It looks cool on that wood. Okay. Whew. All of that, you guys, and we are not even close to. We dated one page, and we've been playing around, and we're almost at an hour already. So you can see how my day is going to go. All right. The other thing I haven't done is drink my water. Water is a little bit harder for me on the weekends. I have a pretty consistent water schedule at work, which involves like not even this, my big water bottle, my big thermal water bottle that I take to work. I drink one of those on my way to work before I have coffee, before I do anything, right? And so my water intake is already up and going, and I feel hydrated. But on the weekends, I'm like, let's get some coffee. Let's, dink around. And so, and then my water's like, hello, remember, I come first. I always come first. Okay, this little piece is going to go away. This is going to be the 20th. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do here. I'm not too sure what I want to do. So I feel like this might go here to kind of tie in color and put something fun. Let's just do that. We'll just make a decision and we'll add something. Now we don't have any stickles on these pages yet. So I hear you, and I'm going to offset it. So it's kind of, and we should ink it. Dang it. Dang it. As I always say, ink before you glue. And don't do what I do. I often tend to ink after I glue. All right. So I'm excited about this page. So that's Thursday. Let's get Friday on the books, shall we? Because that was my whole goal. So, and I don't even know how long the YouTube videos are allowed to be. I just feel like an hour. Nobody watches for an hour. I mean, I don't mean nobody. I mean, maybe a couple of you do. But literally when I look back at the thing, it's like the average watch time is 20 minutes. So I understand these videos are not for everybody. So if you're still here, I do appreciate you. I know I like longer videos. Like I put them on and I fiddle down here and do my stuff and whatever. So if you're one of those people, I really appreciate it. If you're not, I completely understand. But I think I'm just going to keep filming. I would like to get this thing dated. Okay. Now, see right here, I put Friday the 21st. I have so much room in this book to play with. I don't have a lot to put on these pages, right? I went to work. I worked extra. I don't have any pictures from yesterday, I don't think. So it's gonna mean filling up the page like with stuff that's not necessarily about my day. If like a picture about my day I didn't have, but I went to work. So what did I do? Let's talk about it. I went to work. I had trainings. Let's see. This is my little thing for this video. Okay, work. My husband was in Seattle. Oh, I have a sunrise picture. You guys, if there is a thing that is stunning up here in the Pacific Northwest, It is a clear fall day when the sun hits Mount Rainier in all of her glory. It was almost worth pulling over to the side and taking a picture. I I just sat in wonderment as I drove. I was like, this is so beautiful. And I couldn't take a picture. However, when I got to work, my husband tried to take a picture from Seattle, which is not the place to take a picture from. But when I got to work, someone else had grabbed a picture and I was like, please send it to me. And so I will print that picture up. That is a gorgeous picture. Okay, so see, I do have a picture. It's pink, just so we're clear. So you can envision where it's going to go on this page. Sunrise pic. I did work. I did trainings. And then I had an off-site appointment to meet with a family, and then I had dinner. And when I got home, I went to bed, and my husband was already in bed at 8:30 because he had to get up at 4 or whatever. So not a lot of exciting things going on there. This was the thing I was going to use on the day I went to the dentist. See the smile there? But I'm thinking, like, see, color-wise, this could go in here. Okay, the priority of this is, do we use this flip or do we take it out? But I feel like we're just going to use it. I'm not used to, do we need it? No, but like we have it. So this is where I got out, not this one, but some of these little things, like this little card, right? These little Project Life cards could go like right there to document, and then we could put a fall leaf or something like that. So I got out this one because I thought the color was kind of fun. This butterfly, I'm about to rip him off the page. So right now he's doing a little dance for me to make sure if I want him or not. But he's got a little cream brown on the outside, and I'm wondering if this helps. So let's just make that decision, okay? What I want to do is get a date on here, though. I'm going to tape this card down and just make it so, okay? All right. I'm not going to put the date on there because we just did that. Whoa, figure it out, figure it out. All right, let's do that. All right, this right here, I'm not too sure. I think this is a security envelope. I'm pretty sure this is a security envelope, and what a fun way to use it, right? Super cool. Super cool. All right, let's get a date on here. Now, I'm going to use all of this. So for me, the logical place to put a date is over here on this white space. So I'm like eyeing down here or obviously up here. Let's, I printed them like different sizes, right? And these obviously are smaller because I wanted to fit them on here. And now I'm like, oh, I'm kind of liking the bigger ones. I did size all of these down. I say this in every video. If you buy, these printables, they're completely customizable and you can print them to whatever size you need. Okay. So don't judge like my example of them on if they would work for you. Okay. Cause they can be like this whole thing, which would look kind of cool on some of these pages because, I need the space. But like, I think we can just do this. Now, do I need to back it? Do I need something else there? I don't think I do. Could we? Of course. I don't know. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to just put the number down and then I'm going to put her little border. I might print out another border. Ooh, I should put the number on first. Let's just leave space. We're going to do that. I did a really loose cut around that because it's on white paper and it goes on white paper. We're all fine. Okay. Here's the number for Friday. And again, I printed these on clear sticker paper, so it looks a little different, but on the white paper, it's not going to matter. And that will be Friday. I'm working around this black paper and this black butterfly right now, and it's just kind of like, it keeps grabbing my eye. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, what's happening? Okay. My little Finch just woke up. Do you guys use Finch? I think it's a fun little app. I use it a lot with my kids and families that I work with. So I, of course, have to take care of my Finch, but okay, there's that. And then I think like this, this would be fun. Maybe we'll use this. One of her borders, obviously, that's included in her there or there. I actually really like that. Let's just make that decision. Again, I am 100% conscious of the fact that I have a blue and white and pink photograph to put on this picture. Blue, white, pink, yellow photograph to put on this page. So you can see where that's going to go. Like, yeah. All right, let's get this on here. I'm going to, it's a little big. So we either need a flat edge over here, but I think I'd rather have it cut off in the middle of the book, if that makes sense. So I'm going to let this edge go here, and then we'll cut an ooch off here. Yeah. Okay. I actually really like this page. Okay. And this page we're just going to have to work on, but I do want to print my picture up. I'm really glad I remembered or went through my day. But again, we could put some brown paper in here that would soften this a little bit and maybe put the photograph on that. So maybe I could use even, this piece of paper to put the photograph on and stuff. So let's consider that. Okay, so that's Friday. That's exciting. Now, this is Saturday. This is today. Dun, dun, dun. I've told you this story before. This paper brings up like pure nostalgia for me. I think we even used this paper in 1997 when we bought our house. Like it was so the 90s and the farmhouse colors. Our house was these colors, everything about it. I had little birdhouses everywhere. And this paper we used for like wedding announcements and stuff. This is all from like 1995, 96, 97. I can promise you without even, okay. I really don't like it in this journal. I'm really, really struggling, but I already used the back side here. We're keeping this page in. I'm struggling whether or not we want to use this page. But let's just do it. We're just going to do it. We're fine. Everything's fine. Really don't like it though. Like I really have, like I don't know what to do around it. That's my brain. In the box thinking, right? Like first of all, it's sideways oriented. And as much as I like to sideways orient things, this would not be one of the ones I did that to. This one's obviously like way softer. You can't really, like, we can work around this very easily. This one's very hard for me. So this page might be getting covered up like completely. Okay. Because I can't wrap my head around this. So let's look at some options. And I guess I should not do it on camera right now. Like, I guess I should let you guys go because it's going to take a bit to keep going. So maybe this is a logical place to go. We got like maybe a half of a page done. This is Saturday today. I've already numbered them. This will be Sunday. I'd like to get Monday dated and Tuesday dated. Okay. And then this will start Wednesday. So I will date Wednesday And then I'm not going to date anymore because if I want to use this and this and this for Wednesday, it's all fine. I'm going to let myself use the pages for, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday while we're with family. And then I'll come home and obviously have to catch up on journaling, but then I will date and figure out what we're going to do. So maybe this is a logical place to end today. I'm going to have to work around this page and get something else here. I'm just thinking like a plain, I'm going to, whoops. None of these are what, oh, and I still have to add some stuff in. I brought down my like juror badge and all this kind of stuff. But I'm just thinking like a plain journal page, none of which these are, but I'll find something to cover the whole page. I mean, we could just do art. Like we could just put something in there. And make it a pretty page. I don't think I've ever even done that. That would be crazy, huh? Okay, let me think a little bit about it. Again, the goal is to get this kind of cleared up so I can pick a prompt for December. Can you even imagine this is going to be red and green in a week? Red and green and gold, all here. Okay. Yeah, good talk. I know. So if you're still here, thanks for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. And please let me know, how is your journaling coming? Are you playing along with the stickle challenge? Now, I didn't do any stickles today because I normally have to do them when I close the book, right? Or add in like some little pieces that I've already stickled, right? Like this is a stickled already, some of these. So we'll go back and make sure that, every page has stickles on it, but I am enjoying using them. It just takes a little bit of like, right? And they need a little time to dry. So I have to do it when I'm not flipping back and forth on pages. So this book's very springy and I'm wishing it was a little bit more fall-y because I really am thinking I could just cover the whole page. So I'm really liking this guy, but I still think he's too springy. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. How are we doing? And are you ready for December? Because it's just like really fast all of a sudden. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.